Hey there. Welcome. How we doing? Oh man, I can't pronounce that handle. I'll just call you X. All right, as normal, we'll give it a couple of minutes, let people join us here. There's always a challenge for my guys when they go to edit this. There's always 5-6 minutes they have to edit. It's actually hard to do in YouTube. We'll get rolling here in a minute. Let a few other people join us. Got a good lineup today. A lot of... Is it all? Yeah, it looks like it's about 90% crypto. Oh, which makes sense. All right, let me get back to the top here. Okay. Mike is okay. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know. I'm going to call you X. Let me get this thing over here. I told you guys this before. I have one. I'm thinking I was so smart. I got one of those giant. Oh fuck! How long? I mean, this thing is huge. Like I think it's 49 inches wide. I actually kind of regret it because it's so fucking wide that well, you'd have to see my setup. I have no place to put a camera, right? If it's off to the side, it's so far away. I don't know. It makes a big difference. Some people, they love to be on screen. I don't fucking give a shit. Okay, how we doing? I can give it to like 3-4 minutes. Man, I got a good group. There's John Howard. Love his pseudonym. Nicholas. Is that Marianne? Oh, good. God, it's nice to see some. Well, I shouldn't assume it. Marianne, I'm assuming that's a female. It could just be a different pronunciation. Got Ben, got X, Nicholas, Rastus. Hello from North Yorkshire. Oh, I love it. That is the fun part about this. It's so international. All right, what we got here? We'll give it. I got a pretty good lineup here. God, I went 3 hours last week. I can't do that today. Oh shit. What happens is I usually have 5, 6 to start, and I say, all right, guys, we could use a few more, and then I get 20 more. We'll see if we can get them all. Oh shit, I got it. Q is up first. Three cryptos. All right, I should probably start here, and people they can just that way it'll be less to edit. Okay, let me get that thing off. And okay, hang on, because I know there's a lag here. So let's get rid of the disclaimer. So that should be good. And I'll just wait for that to catch up. I think. You guys be surprised. It's like a 45-second delay from what I see to what you see. Because I got rid of the disclaimer 20-30 seconds ago. Okay, right. I'm always a tiny bit unsure of what I'm going to get with these live streams. All right, anytime now. There we go. Okay, all right, now we're caught up. Okay, so I can bring the chat over here, so at least we know it's working. As John Howard, I controlled my heart's delight. Yeah, I get that, George. You guys know John Howard is George. GZ 1968, been with me, gosh, almost a couple of years now. One of the few members of my team, and the funny thing is he lives in Russia. He's one of the few members of our team I've been able to meet in person. We went out to dinner about a year ago because he has family in Texas. Okay, enough babble. Let me get started here. Okay, so first up, I've got Q, right? It just goes by Q. Give me 3 here. FET, RUNE, and DOT. These are some tricky counts here. Now this is now Q is getting better and better. I'm going to give you an alternate here. So here I should just go over this quickly here. So what we do here, so for any newcomers. So it's always a process of reviewing our members' work in the context of our methodology. What we teach, right? There's a very specific approach to the market that we teach, and every live stream here is always just a process of me implementing that methodology. So it's I don't want it ever to come across as though it's some sort of a flex on my part of like, look at my TA skills. That's not ever what I'm trying to do here. What I'm trying to do is show you how to implement our methodology, and then you decide whether or not you want to pursue some education in this and develop this skill set. Some do, some can't. We put a lot of our structure is tied to Elliott Wave. Some people just hate it, right? They hate it. It's too subjective, blah, blah, blah. All right, so if you're an Elliott Wave hater, this is not the live stream for you. But I always have to remind people, while it influences pretty much everything we're looking at, it's third in the list of priorities, right? Which people, I always have to remind people of that. It's not the only thing that we're looking at. So we're looking at Elliott Wave structure, market structure, right? As I always have to remind people, you cannot trade Elliott Wave and not be trading market structure. So we bring that in because of its popularity. Geometry and the fib relationships, right? So it's the combination of all of that, none in isolation. All three, four, if you want to include market structure as part of that. That's the methodology, right? So all we're doing here is applying the methodology, and in many of these cases here, I go through the process in real time. So because I know that's what a student, someone who's studying TA is going to go through. Like, what's the, all right? So in going through that process and not having it all done in advance, hopefully that's more rewarding in terms of the educational process. So all of that said, let me get right to it. Okay, so this is Q. Now he's giving me his take, which is we always ask them to, if they have the chart, to based on what we teach, right? How are they approaching this? Now here, I see what he's doing. I'm not saying this is not right. I'm saying there's an alternate here that you might consider, because this is a 4-hour here. So right off the bat, right? So this is, and again, I'm not trying to be critical, Q. Just the things that I see that right off the bat make me question this, right? It looks like we could probably get a pretty good impulse in here, right? Like, it's okay. Is it the prettiest one ever? No. But so what you're trying to do is go 3, 3, 3 into a 1 when we have this 5 here kind of staring us in the face. Now I get your thinking could very well be, although I'm not sure I would count it that way, but so then you've gone into the 3 here, right? And I get your thinking, oh, it's a series of 3s. Well, I'm not sure. I think let me pull back here. I'm trying not to be critical, because I understand what your thought process was here. But so if you went with this here and tried to turn this into a 3 when it's hard to deny the 5 there. Well, see, this is, I think, where his head is. He's going, and then he's going, oh, wait a second. Then I get another 3 here. So, it must be 3, 3, 3. Oh shit. Let me hear. So I don't mean to. It's not like my here. Let me take some of the market structure off here. So not everybody follows that. So again, this is not me trying to correct you. It's just saying, okay, because what I did is if I get something like you gave me here, and I'm like, oh, okay, well that's a different approach to it. I would just bring up the blank chart and say, okay, well, if I'm looking at this, and just reminder, all and emphasis, all of TA is easier to read, easier to react to on larger time frames. Right, the smaller the time frame, the lower the probability of you finding success. Right, it's just there's the hard truth. Right, everybody wants to day trade and short term trade because of the immediate gratification. If you're in this to make money, daily and above. Right, for Elliott Wave, I always tell people I deliberately go out of my way to avoid going below 60 minutes because it's just you're changing the counts too often. It's too squirrely. The noise of the market will upset your analysis. When you pull back, it's always easier to see it. Certainly with Elliott Wave. Oh my God, it's so much easier to see it. So if we look here now at this, and I say, again, I just pulled it up and said, okay, well, 5, I wouldn't call that corrective, right? So, okay, impulsive, there's the correction, right? So, I mean, this is all, sometimes I say this, I feel like, oh, shut up, man. Everybody knows that, right? That's all the market ever does. Everything, that's it. That's all it can do, right? That's all we do, right? It's just a series of 3s, right, like this. Now, string them together. Okay, well, now we've got potentially, right, some Elliott wave structure taking shape. But this is all the market does. It's just swing. Or maybe an easier way to say this again. This really should be in your mind's eye at all times, right? This is focus on this and simplify. Oh, come here if I can get that hot. Right, this is let's just focus here just a quick second if I can get that fucking thing off my mouse. Okay, this, god damn, that thing is sticky today. I got to swing. I don't know. Once I get a pivot, I don't know if it's going this way or we're going to hold in. But that is all that's all we need to focus on. Are we staying internal or are we going external? Well, there's your measured move, right? Here's the classic measured move: A to B equals C to D. If I do this, do I know what to expect? Well, of course, you could see how, oh, all of a sudden, right, now I've got it this direction, but I'm still internal to that range. So, which is why you see me all the time do this, right? And I do this for my own sake, right? Oh, here's the swing, here's the retrace. Oh, we're going external. Now you do it here, and you go, okay, here's the swing, here's the retrace. Are we internal? Are we going external? Where's external, right? In the SMC, the ICT world, right? It's internal, external liquidity, right? There's it's certainly a pattern you can keep your eyes on, right? So here's the liquidity, right? We grab the liquidity here, we pause, and we go up higher. Okay, so we come back down here. Where's the liquidity? Well, here's a high volume node right here, right? So size can bury themselves here and not disrupt the market. So it kind of makes sense, but it's always easier. I know it's always easier in hindsight to say, oh, well, now of course I see what happened. But back to the point here of trying to connect 5s and 3s, right? That's the genius of Elliott, right? It is unchanged, right? Nothing over 96-7 years, nothing has changed. It's just human emotion, greed, fear, greed, fear, greed. That's what moves the market. So today, right? I mean, one thing you can never, it's impossible to overestimate, and that's American greed. Right? Look at the markets today, right? It's greed on, game on, risk on, right? It's greed on is what it is, right? So 1, 2. Now, is there, right? We're going to argue about, well, argue is the wrong word, right? I doubt there would be any disagreement that I have an impulse followed by a correction, followed by an impulse, followed by a correction. 5, 3, 5, 3. All right, so coming out to this level, now what Q is trying to do, he's working on this last bit here. So he gave me a 4-hour here, and he's feel like you're forcing it a little bit. What's the easiest thing you could see? 5, 3, 5, 3. All right, well, let's dig in there a little bit. Can I get I took that out. So perfect. Can I get a 5 in there? All right, that's the bit here. You're doing it as an ABC, right? Go with the, we're looking for 5s and 3s. Okay, well, could that be the 1 of the 5th, right? Yes, could be the 1 of the 5th. All right, does it complete, right? Is the channeling, I mean, it's decent, right? It's decent. Oh, shit, just do it like this. Right, it's decent channeling, or self-contained. Okay, could that be the 1? Yeah, could be. Well, where do we look for a 2? Well, again, this is just by the book, right? Nothing hard discovery, right? Where do they usually go? Right to a 50. Now, do you think Al's involved? Well, Al's always involved, right? We know that, right? So this is tick to tick, right? So we know that's an algo there. No surprise, but just reminder. Always an algo on the other side, right? So look what happens here. We break to go get that target, right? So this algo is gone, right? Broken. Right, they're always going to be on both sides, right? It's the easiest thing to forget. Oh fuck, I forgot the short out. Right, so okay, what do I have here? Well, it's getting a little sloppy here because I broke down from the impulse because of these wicks. Well, this is a bit of a judgment call, right? Okay, did I get her done here? Well, I'm on a daily. Let's go to a 4 here. This little tweezer down here, right? Just like what you'd like to see. Looks more impulsive than corrective. Nice 3 to correct it. So let's carry that on. All right. I mean, again, if you brought this up and you're just going through it swing by swing, wouldn't that be 3, 4, 5? That's kind of what you want to do. But then, we've got this overlap. Oh, my machine's lagging here. Hang on. Do I have a completed impulse here? Kind of looks like I do. This looks like it's a completed impulse. Well, here, let's label it. Again, this is, you know, I'm always torn between, God, is this going to bore them to death, or is this more helpful to do it this way? Because this is what you're going to do. You're going to be going, oh shit, does it, can I make that work? Is that good? Is it a force fit? Right? That's all, you know. It's a little iffy up there as to whether or not we have a true 5. Okay, so I can probably make a stronger case here if I go to a 2 hour here that I've got a completed impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's a completed impulse correction. Now this is likely a diag, some sort of ugly diag to get you done there. Okay, again, never forget with Elliott Wave, the channeling is critical, right? So do I have that clear impulse in a channel? Okay, well, oh, but I got overlap. Well, okay, so this is, again, you'll hear me say this often, right? This is the beautiful part of Elliott Wave, which is why I would propose to you it's superior to every other technical approach, because I have a very clear decision matrix. If not this, then that. And if not that, well, then this. So right now I can look at this and say, okay, well, not likely to be an impulse, right? We've gone too far for this to be a 4. But I got an impulse here. So what? Whoa. Okay, so I got a couple of choices here. One could be I might look at this and say, well, come here. Maybe it's an ABC. Okay, would that fit? You could put this in and say, wait a minute. Well, could that be an ABC? Well, here's a 5. There's my correction. Could this be A, and we're gonna have a big expanded B and go down for a C for a bigger 2? Let's take this up. I mean, you can't eliminate that possibility. 1, 2, A, B, C, 2 here. Okay, it's a little wacky, right? It would seem weird to do it that way. It's not like it's never happened. We're going to go impulse, and we're going to do this. Okay, it's possible, right? So you couldn't eliminate that possibility. A, B, C, expanded B. It's not so far. Oh, here I've got this. It's not so far. There's a limit. All right, here, right? So here's the -618. It's about as, you know, this would be the extreme if we went twice the initial retrace. This is in the pocket, right? So the ABC here, that's a candidate, right? You can't eliminate that. You have to keep that in the back of your mind. But what's the other possibility here, right? Well, okay, considering I've got an impulse here and we're bullish, let's leave that here. Oh, let's go back out to an 8 hour here, right? You have to consider this. Okay, right, we got it so far, right? Nothing to suggest that the crypto bull is not fully intact. Okay, well, just to consider the alternate here. What's the other possibility here? If this is 1, 2 at this degree, let's go to blue here. Oh, here, let's go something. What have I not used? Or rose. Okay, all of this, the implication is that that's going higher. Okay, well, if that's 1, 2, let's take this up a degree. Could this not be another 1, 2? 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, why would we need that? Well, if this is the 1 and this is the 2, and we're going to go for a big 3, well, we need a 1, 2, 3, right? We need a series of impulses to get us up there. So let's see about that target. We can target, you know, where do they usually go to? Right? I mean, why would you forecast something other than that? Where do they usually go? Oh, I suppose you could consider this a truncation here, but that's less likely since I've got an impulse here too. Okay, possible, right? Let's just consider it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So let's take you. Oh, fuck me. Micro, come here. What have I not used? Oh, here, we'll go to green. Okay, could that be 1, 2 at this degree? So I need this to finish. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? From this 1. Well, it's getting a little crowded. So when you have that many 1, 2s, it always I choke on it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's too many. But right now this is unclear. So the other possibility here is that this could turn into a triangle. So we could have A, B, C, D, E, and as long as the terminus of 4, right, doesn't overlap this 4. So for example, if we did it this way, if we went A, B, C, D, E, and then went, okay, well then the 4 could be over here. So there's really this would be a bullish entry here. Let's get rid of that, right? So if this is 1, right, we could turn into a 4. We don't know, right? Could be the 2, but it doesn't look like it's done, right? If that's the 2, right, well, we can look at that and say, well, that's not likely to be done, right? Does it look like it's done? Looks like that would be the A. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little double. Slight truncation. I'd want that 2 to be fatter. But this is a completed impulse. So either it's ABC, and we're going to come down here. Well, if it's ABC, what are we looking for? Right? So you get these roadmaps, right? I'd be looking for this, right? If this is an ABC, I'd be looking for 5 down to complete, and we'd have some sort of flat, right? A, B, C, and the 2 would move over here. How can we possibly know right now, right? We've got roadmaps here. Well, sorry, can't know. There's no knowing. There's forecasting. There's thinking, okay, well, where's the highest probability location for me to put money at risk? It doesn't look like it's there yet. 1 hour, right? So here now, I try to avoid going down below an hour, because then you start, you fool yourself. Stay at the big swing structure here. You could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got a good candidate here for an A, B, C, possibly. If you see what how I'm counting that, let's do it. Let's just make sure 3 is not the shortest there. Just quickie check there. We're good. Okay. All right. So there's an impulse for an A. Okay. There's a 3. All right. Is that my B? That doesn't make sense, right? Because we're going to have WXY here. Here again, back to where I started, right? Remember here, the market, we have a swing. Now we're making an internal retracement. We don't know if it's going external or just going to complete internal. You don't know, right? But do you see, now look in your mind's eye. This is what you'd be thinking. Oh, there it is, right? Swing, retrace, it stays internal, and up we go, right? It's all the market can ever do. So I want you to always be thinking in terms of, think of it as an ABC, right? Now, if it strings together, well, then we just got another leg on it. So now it's an impulse. So what do we have here, right? Where's the trade? Well, it's a pretty substantial uptrend. Do we want to be shorting here? Oh, where are you? You know, I mean, would you want to be a buyer here, going right into that cluster? I wouldn't, but I don't know that I necessarily want to be a seller. I'd be saying, okay, well, do what you're going to do up here, whatever that is. If you're going to rip higher, oh, I'm not going to like that much. Then I'd be thinking some sort of something like this. Oh shit, maybe it did it here. And this is a B. Is that a B? God, it's ugly. And there's a C. See, I've got all of these variables here. It's too many variables for me, right? I love FET. I'm long FET, but you know, I'm not trying to swing trade this. I'm just long and holding. So if it's me, if I was gun to my head and I had to take a trade, I'd take it right here with a stop, you know, maybe over that pivot. If I had to take a trade, I'd put a stop right there. Okay, well, what, can I get something decent? Well, no, I mean, there's no, well, come here. Probably start right here, pivot there, at least target the other lows. Okay, there's 2.5 to 1. And that may be more than you want to put on that, right? That's the last little swing high before we come down here. You might not give it that much. We may use 707. Sure, the B can go higher than that, right? So we're not trying to say, oh, a B can't go that high. I'm just saying, well, I know an algo is going to fire there. I don't have to wonder about it. I know it's going to fire. We may not make it there, right? So then that's always the, oh, shit, oh, it didn't make the golden zone, right? But I'm on crypto here, so I can't get any market structure. But you know there's going to be volume up here. There's going to be volume from all of this chop, right? So if you're looking at a volume profile, you're going to have acceptance here. This is where we don't have acceptance, rejects. Right, so now I love it when we tee something up and I can get a trade, right? And I can hand it to you, right? Say, oh, here it is, right? But I'm very, very picky about where I put money at risk. This I don't see anything here. I have to put this back up here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a completed impulse. There's the correction. This is a chop monster. Jesus, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a very, very ugly top. Short into the 2. Where would you really want to buy this? Well, if we're coming back down, let's go back to a 2. You'd be pulling from here if that's completed. So you could go golden to golden, right? That's very, very common. Target right here, right? Then I'd flip, go on the other side, right, and just buy down here. You see, just from the 707 to the golden zone here, maybe you get something like that. There's the target. I wouldn't count on it blowing it out. There you go, right? Short, long, right? That's the when you get the hat trick or the double. That's the best, right? When you get it down and then you go into the buy, right? That's nothing better. Okay, that's FET. Holy shit, I got to spend too much time on that. Okay, so let me go. Now I got RUNE. This is actually, I think, even harder. This is the team and I were looking at this the other day because we were going, what the hell happened to RUNE? No, so I like this. I like your work here better. This is, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the 3, 4, oh. But you see, here, let me. I may just, you know, you're getting your handle around some of the rules and regs, Q. You see, now you've counted it as an impulse. Well, let's see. You got 5, 3, 5, 3. I guess. Okay, let's go with that. So 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 leading diag, right? That's legit, right? We can. This is anybody's guess what we've got in here. But we get to the same conclusion. I had it. Oh, shit. Where is it? Right here. This is what me and some of my guys here, we're back and forth. This is a triangle. It's kind of sloppy for a triangle. Trader KDI had it as a WXY. That's probably a better fit. So here's the 4. So we get to a 1, right? So we end up in the same spot. Where's your RUNE? We get to a 1. There's the 2. Now, again, we get into a lot of this overlap. So this would have to be another diag. So you've gone diag. Well, okay, so just again, visually, look at this. Right, so here's the 1, here's the 2. Right, so right off the bat, right, it's just, you know, you call it what you want, but that just doesn't feel like it's enough, right? This is a huge impulse or diag here, and we're going to correct it with just that little chip. Makes me uneasy with that. So then you might think, oh, wait a second, right? Maybe the 2 has to take more time. Because wouldn't that be what you'd think? Right? Oh, look at all the amount of time here. And then we're going to correct that right here with this. Is that what we're saying? Now, I'm not saying that couldn't happen. I'm just saying that makes me uncomfortable, right? Do I want to put money at risk with something that's a bit abnormal? I'd be reluctant to do that myself, right? Again, it's just, I'm picky. But that doesn't mean there's not a trade here, right? If you're very hot on RUNE, one you can see the potential, right? As we just looked at this, could this be a flat, something like this, right? We're going to correct it like that. Well, let's see what we've got here. Okay. Oh, I like what you're doing here, right? So he's doing everything just right. Okay, so there's a 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, right? So this is, let's just check that here. Let's see, make sure. I guess now in the new rules. All right, so we're good. So there's a good leading diag. Okay, so the only variable is the question mark here is, God, is that enough to correct it? 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, you're in the pocket there. That's a bullish order block. Okay, good. He's right? You got to wick through it. Oh, right there. Oh, it looks like it doubled perfectly, right? So fully mitigated. Now we're back the other direction. Leading diag, yes. 7. Well, would you go there? 786. It looks like. I'm pretty sure you're going to be 707. Oh, maybe that's 707. I guess it is. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, already getting a pretty good. Okay, but again, the look is so important. So now we're doing, this is the 2 now. Again, the balance in the 2s is harsh, right? It doesn't look right. Okay, so does that mean don't trade it? No, that's not what I'm saying. if I'm looking at this, I'm very aware. So I'd be looking for some relationship, something to give me some conviction here. Okay, so length of this two relative to this two, they're exactly right. This is not uncommon. Right now, so what's your first thought when you see that? Well, let's get it right on there. It's right there. Likely an algo, right? Because we just human beings, we're not that precise. So, well, if we're coming out of here, okay, we're going to do this. If this is the one, right, what kind of a two? And again, I don't like to talk you out of trades. I just kind of look at it through my lens of doing this for so long, and looking at, I don't know how many fucking Elliott waves. Many. That just makes me a little uncomfortable. Okay, so is this? Let's go to a 1 hour. Okay, A, B, C. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's legit. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Well, if I was going to trade this with this labeling, which is perfectly valid, I'd want something in here to complete. Give me, and I'd take the retrace. Okay, so can we label it? 1, 2. Don't know yet. Let's take you up a degree. 1, 2. Doesn't look like an impulse. The 1 and the 2, pretty solid. Maybe. I hate the maybes. Let's get the geometry on. Okay, we're in that channel. I would want this to go. I'd want this to complete, just to confirm it for me, right? This is so abrupt in time. So I wouldn't chase this. I don't have an impulse here. You can't. It's not right. You can't, I know you want it, right? If you're looking at this long, you're like, oh fuck, it doesn't matter. A 15-minute. Is that an impulse? No. It's not. So all the more why I would wait. Oh, okay, well that's 1, 2. You can't do it, right? It's not there. 1, 2, 3, 1. That's your 2. See, I mean, taking trades that are iffy, it's never really a good idea, right? Because no benefit comes from it, right? If it's a winner, you go, well, fuck, all right, well, I got lucky. If it's a loser, then it's just the self-flogging starts. Like, why would I take that? That wasn't an impulse. What was it? There's no benefit here, really, as far as I'm concerned, to taking that trade. I mean, as a technician. Whoops. God, I can't get that thing to stop doing that. No upside. Winner, great. You'll do it again. You'll take an inferior, inferior, maybe that's the wrong way. An iffy technical setup. Why? There's so many things to trade. I want them to be fucking perfect. If I'm going to risk my money, better be good. That's not good, right? So if it finishes, now maybe some weird, something will come out of here and we'll say, okay, well, fuck. Good luck turning that into an impulse. Jesus, the only thing with Nephew Sam is that the FVGs are there are too many of them. Get off of there. 1, 2, you're going to turn that into an impulse on the 5-minute? I don't think so. Maybe, then that's your 2. That's how you'd have to label that. I'm all the way down to a 5-minute, which I do not like doing. Is this an impulse? Iffy. Right, could you do it there? I'd hurry up and wait on that. Whatever this is, if it completes in a 5-wave structure, we can anticipate the next leg. I'll let this do whatever it's going to do, and then I'd be down here saying, okay, bring it on. I'll buy that. Complete this. Show me that this is legit. You're going to turn into a 5-wave, right? I don't know how you're going to get that into an impulse, but that's what I would do, right? That's just for what it's worth, right? But your TA here, Q, is you're very much on the right track here. And these little, this is Lux Algo. I think that's one of their free ones, right? Very good, right? Right into the pocket here. You did this just right. I mean, just right. Okay, let's RUNE. Again, I'd be waiting on that one. This is a dot. Your link on dot didn't take me to the right spots here, so I just did it for you here. This is, I think we could have probably all agreed here. This is cause and effect. So here's the long wait, and then we get through the election, and of course, all right, we all know what happened there. Okay, well, this one is tricky. I'm going to take this off for a second just to show you this, because this was, you had to make there's a bit of a question mark in this. Okay, well, the 1-2 drop dead simple. But it looks like there's a completed impulse in here, and if we do it like this, I mean, it's hard to miss that. Because it's tempting to look at this. Oh, hang on a second. Very tempting to look at this and think, oh, the three is here. 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you got an impulse here that's, so why would you be, you know, I had to go back and forth between these two. What's the hesitation? Well, look at the 2 to the 4. Again, I mean, these little nuance here, but these little nuances will, they'll save you. Well, there's 200%, so it's twice as long, and the length of time is not as bad, right? I'm more concerned when I see something that's too short in time. Okay, well now, all right, so it's twice the distance, but the time is not dramatic. So there is a channel here that can play like this with the 3 up here. Now we've gone right into, we have these little imbalances here, right to the 38. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you're right. What have you got coming off out of the chute here? Looks like it's a double. 1, 2. All right, you want to be more conservative? Well, we can label it, right? 1, 2. Looks like that's got another kick in it. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like there's likely one more little push here for that to complete the 5. So you'd get your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 3, right? You'd have it in there of 3. Wait for the 4. If we're going to get this, you could trade the 4 to the 5, or if you want to be a little more conservative, right? Because you're going to have beautiful channeling here. It's the potential is there. You have something like this, right? I lean very hard on the channeling. I encourage you to do the same. It'll guide you. Okay, so I'd wait for that to complete. No dot. I've got a shitload of this side, but so I wouldn't be. Let this do it here, and then I'd wait for that, right? Because now I've confirmed. I got a 1. I got a 2, so I'm going for the 3, right? Told you guys many times, right? In our purple belt, right? Our test is we want you to trade 3s and C's only. So could you trade in that 5th? Well, you could trade the 3 of the 5th. Do you want to buy it here, right? Think premium discount, right? Do you want to buy it there? Well, maybe not, right? I'd let that finish, and maybe you could take the 4 to the 5. This is, I think, the better trade, right? Because now you have this confirmed, and you're not going, God, I hope that, because right now that could be an ABC. We could roll over. You don't know that. You're filling it in your mind's eye, which is easy to do, right? Oh, 3, 4. Oh yeah, of course it's going to do that. No, there's no of course. Let it show it's going to do that. Take the retrace, right? Which is back to where I started. All the market can do, right? Here's the swing. Here's the retrace. Now, are we going external this side or external this side? Right? That's all it can do. Okay, so that's dot. Okay, thanks for getting us started there, Q. Okay, hang. Okay, Rajay13, Doge. Shit. Oh, fuck, I had it up here and I lost it. Okay, well, let's just bring it over here. I had it, D-O-G-E. I don't know where I'd put it. So I've been using this, the crypto, it's not an exchange, right? It's an aggregator. So I get all the history where it's available. And I know one of the guys wanted me to look at something else because I couldn't find it here. Okay, so let's get the Doge, right? Okay, Doge is... do we have to be in log scale? Right, I think we probably do. Right, so it's so far gone. I just did this. I know I have it. Damn it! I just did it to save the time. Okay. All right. So here's my full history going. This is my last low down here, which I just do out of habit. Right, I like to see where the low is. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this, you don't need a lot of help from me on labeling here. Do we? Now, you know, you can get into the subdivision here, but really is, I mean, when it's this obvious, right? Look, yeah. Channeling, yeah. Oh, I'd probably do it here and just do a, so you've got a little extreme here, and I do just do some running parallels here like that. Okay, why would you make any assumption other than that's going to go up and complete that impulse? Now, note here, I'm on the weekly. There's no reason. I'm trying to think of a negative here, like, oh well, what if it does that, right? So we you know, God damn, that thing is sticky today. You know, it's already broken the golden from the other side, right? So there's no resistance up here. And anybody want to guess whether that's technical? Oh, let's use the low there. Oh, looks like it got a little wiki on that low. What's the date of that? That's right before that's the day before the election. That's post-election. There's no conflict of interest in here at all, right? This is all just pure price action. No conflicts of interest at all. Do we care? No, we don't. Why? Okay, or if we got a good 4 here, and I would, right? This is all. Yeah, this is the lowest closes here, right? I wouldn't worry about that wick. What's it doing over here? Right, it's coming to grab this, right? Mitigate. This is bullish order flow, right? Mitigating. Fully mitigated, right? So, okay, if I'm working from the 4 here, okay, there's a 1. Why would you label it any other way? Oh, that's probably a double. There's no reason to look at it differently. Oh, come here. Okay, how about targets? Just traditional Elliott Wave here. No magic. Where's a reasonable target? Where do they usually go? Why would you forecast something other than that? Looks like you got a 1, 2 internal there. I'm on a weekly. What's the easiest thing to see? Is this corrective? Probably not. All right, so I look like we're done here. When in doubt, right? So pretty hot on the RSI. Any question about this? Whether this is an impulse, right? I mean, we could label it right here. 1, 2, 3. Here's the 1, 2, 3 of 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. It looks like 4-ish. So it looks like it's, oh, this got a little, I'd start it here. 1, 2, 3. Looks like we're working on the 4. All right, the 4 usually the easiest to spot. Not always. Up for the 5, right? You want to trade it now? Well, you're buying near all-time highs. Would you buy that? I wouldn't. You're kind of late, right? You're late. Oh, okay. So now you're taking way more risk up here. Let's get the channeling on this degree. Now, I don't have this yet, but I'd be looking for something like this to start it, right? Since I've already broken, if I did it traditional, right, as you guys know, right, you'd start here, right? Well, we've broken that. Sometimes that's worth leaving on because that can be where it'll return to. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd let that complete myself, right? That's what I would do. And let that complete, and I'd take the 4. This is rudimentary Elliott. I mean, really, it's not. There's not anything particularly challenging here. Oh, I'm lagging a little bit. Hang on. Oh fuck! Come on. Hang on. We got a little lag there. Fortunately, you guys are delayed, so you're not seeing that. Oh shit. Come on. Hang on, hang on. Looks like it's coming back. Oh shit, where are you guys? Jesus, you guys are still on RUNE? Uh-oh. That's not good. What's going on here? Oh shit. Hang on. Oh, looks like I'm kind of locked up here. Stream is still on. You guys are still on RUNE. I don't know what to do here. Still streaming. Shows that it's good. Why are you guys locked? Oh shit. I'm not sure what to do there, guys. Oh fuck. Let me get one of you guys over here. Hey George, if you're on here. Oh fuck. Yeah, this technology is sometimes frustrating. Okay. So you're not seeing Doge. Shit. The OBS is showing Doge, but it seems like we're stuck. Oh fuck. Well, I'm not sure what to do there. I think if I reset here, it's going to start it all. I think if I hit refresh the screen, it's going to fuck me. Let me try view on YouTube. Hang on, see how far you guys are off. No, it's showing Doge for you guys too. Then what the fuck? Why is that not working? It looks like you guys are stuck. Oh fuck. Okay. Hey George, are you guys on? Oh fuck, where's one of my guys? Any of my guys on here? There's George. George, you DM me if you're on here as to are you guys seeing Doge or fuck? Are you still seeing RUNE? George, if you're on, can you ping me? I'm afraid if I do this, if I refresh this, it's gonna blow everything out. George, you're not on? Fuck, hang on, guys. All right, well, I got no choice here. I'm going to try and refresh the screen. Fuck. If it blows up, which it might, I have a feeling it's going to. I don't know why you guys are stuck. We see. Oh, you do see Doge. Okay, then fuck. Why is? All right, I'm gonna watch your. Sorry, guys. What I'm seeing here in what I use to send this is that you're still stuck on RUNE. Okay, but if you're seeing Doge, then so be it. Okay, good. We see Doge. All right. Fuck. I'm telling you, the hardest part here is not the TA. It's the fucking getting the stream to work. Okay, right. So back to where I was. Right after that little, I lost my train of thought here. So 3, 4, 5. Right. There's no reason. What's our target up here? 220. Now, do we know this is going to happen? Right. There's no knowing, but there sure is good probability. A little high volume node here. We see Doge. Okay, all right. So it looks like you guys are all good. Okay, wait. So I mean, there's a buy there. You know, this is obviously there's potential liquidity there. So you know, an algo is going to look at that. I'd wait. This is me. You don't know how much you're going to get. I'd wait, right? Let it confirm. I'd take the 4, right? Because you've got this perfect spot here, right, to re-enter. Right? We have the consult. What's happening there, right? The market is accepting it, right? You're not getting a lot of volatility. Market's digesting, saying, okay, do we like it up here at 49, 41 cents? Yeah, okay, that's good, right? So we can continue to move higher. From consolidation, right? Consolidation comes expansion. We are in a squeeze. See, black's a squeeze. Right? Does that look like a squeeze? Duh, right? Of course. Okay, all right. So looks like you guys are good. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the product, but okay, let me keep moving as though things are good. I'm just going to assume if they're not, you guys will tell me. Okay, where did I go? I left off here. That fucks your head up a little bit. You lose the flow. Okay, so there's... Oh, fuck. Okay, now Steve wants ETH. Okay, so ETH is over here. I've got ETH. He didn't give me a chart. Okay, this is as we've looked at it the last couple of hours. I think we did this last week in the live stream. There's really not a lot of change other than we've had that sell-off, right? Which looks like others that we've looked at. Well, what are we doing there? 4? Which doesn't look like it's enough time, does it? ETH has been probably the most disappointing in this bull run. I mean, here we look at it, right? But relative to what Bitcoin's done, it's not bad, right? 1, 2, 3, big consolidation. We got the 3. Oh, I should probably change that color. Let's put that in rows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So there's an impulse, and it's not terrible. The geometry, it's not terrible. It's actually pretty good, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So completed impulse. What do we want to see here? Right now, we don't always get what we want. We'd want to see something like that, right? Put a sliding parallel on this. Just leaving this down here, right? Is the obvious consolidation here from consolidation expansion. I'd want to see this. You can see the rationale. Okay, well, let's sweep the lows right here. It's often what's happening in a C. Sweep and go. All right, so where's the trade? If now we don't have this, right, I'd look for that, and then I'd take the first little retrace, right? Because you're trying to get that, right? Remember, this is all the market can ever do, right? Swing, retrace, right? Is it going to break? Oh, if it can't be a 2. You see, there's so much comfort in that. I find it, right? Otherwise, you're looking at this going, oh, fuck, up, down, shit, who knows, right? What higher high, higher low? Oh, wait a second, there's a change of character. Well, you know, you get completely, you can tie yourself into knots with paralysis of analysis. What's the easiest fucking thing to see right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the easiest thing that you might see there. Does it have the right look? Yes. Right time relationships? Yes. Good channeling? Yes. Why are you not looking long here? Right? You would be, right? We're in a crypto bull, but then you're looking at this going, it's not long enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Trunk, right? Like we looked at the other one. Is that A? Well, I'd be very mindful of the potential here for this to pivot. And not just buy it blind. See, that's what retail does, right? This is such a classic retail mistake. That's what a B wave is. It's the sucker, right, to bring retail in. Oh, if the retrace is done, oh, here we go. You know, is that a 3? Well, maybe, right? I'm not saying it couldn't possibly be that, but is that what you're hoping to see, right? So is this truncation here? It's probably, but I wouldn't put the 4 there just yet. Now, that's me. Again, I'm being very picky. I don't want to talk you out of a trade. If you want to get long here, okay, well, at least you're from swing low to swing high. At least you'd be buying in the discount, this being the 50. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe you can get that out of there. So this would have to be, the 4 would be in here, or with a double, or this being just that wick. Okay, right, just again, just a suggestion. Oh, shit, I can't do it. Oh, I got to go to that. Well, you might do this, right? I do this often. I want to see the relationship between 2 to the proposed 4. Right here would be 100. Put it here. You'd be at the 23 if indeed this is what happens here. We get that little kickback to give us a better looking 4. And now we're back into all of this bullish order flow right here. So that's where I would buy it. I'd be aggressive here, but I don't have that. It's not there, right? So I would never buy right into a golden zone, right? I just wouldn't do it, right? So what's the risk, right? Oh, fuck, it went away. You know, it ran off on me, right? Now it completes up here. Let's just think about that. Not like it couldn't happen, but is that... Well, I'm not saying don't buy it if you're itching. I'm just saying I'd much rather see something like this. It has to be that far, right? A little more balanced, right, between the 2 and the 4. Right? Just a suggestion, right? Again, I've looked at a fuckload of Elliott waves, right? And that's time, right? Just as important as price, if not more important, as some would tell you. I know that's a lot of shit on there. Get this off of here, right? Break it down. Okay, well here we know that's consolidation, right? So to come back to that, I think it's a hurry up and wait on ETH. And okay, you might say, well, what if it does that? What if you're completely wrong and it does that? Well, what if it does? I'd have a completed impulse here. What am I expecting next? Not what do I know? What do they usually do? Retrace. Okay, this is John Howard, also known as GZ1968, giving me Bitcoin D. Are we good here? Syria is free of Assad. Yeah, good. That is good news. Love a little international dialogue in here. Love that. Okay, so let me. That is good news. Okay, Bitcoin D. Oh, look at that. Anybody think that's a coincidence? Looks to me like it got hit twice. I think it looks like that's the pivot before it goes down. Boom. Does not get to target. What happens next? If you think these are random, you're not paying attention. There are no random pivots. Okay, right, so now he wants me to look at the 12-hour. Okay, let's go to the 12-hour. Ooh. Okay. Oh. He has to give me directions because I will forget. Okay, right. Hey, TradeDevil, look at the 4-hour. Look at the 12-hour. That's funny. Okay, so from this low, this is some nice work in here, George. 1, 2, 1, 2. Whoa, that's a beast right there. Whew. I guess you're doing it there. Well, that's a big kick in the 5th. Is there no other way to do that? Oh, shit, I don't know if it matters. Okay, so we've got a big fat potential pivot here, right? Now, Bitcoin D, I mean, he wants me to go to the 4-hour. Oh, let's get in there. Now, remember, we can't trade this, right? It just gives us some insight into the potential alt moves here. What do we got here? Why are we doing this? Oh, that's Friday the 13th. Oh, I get it. Okay, do we have a little impulse going in here for the 2? So this would be, oh shit, 1, 1, A, B, C. So there's his C here. This being the 1 here. So he's gone A, B, C of A, B, C to give us the 2, and then heading down, right? So bullish for alts, right? That's good work. God, this is good detail, George. Very nicely done. Ooh, this got a little wonky. That, can't say I like that one. Ooh, yeah, I see your problem there. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's ugly. Well, it's Bitcoin D, right? So it may not trade the same way. But from this to this, okay, let's hope that's bullish for alts. Okay, let me keep moving. Thanks for that, George. Chad G wants WIF. I swear to God, I looked at WIF last week, and I said my head said Wi-Fi. Shows I was a little tired. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this one and get rid of that one. Thanks, George, for that. Hopefully you guys are seeing that we're on the right track here, because what I'm looking at still has you guys stuck on RUNE. So hopefully it's working. What am I doing here? WIF. Okay, I can probably get to WIF right here. WIF. WIF. Are they on crypto? Yeah, they are. Again, I'm just using that. All of our trading would be on BloFin. It's our sponsor. Okay, what do we think here? 1, 2, 3. Well, hang on. Okay, so here I'm on a daily. So often, right, when you first bring something up, if there are fives that are just literally screaming at me, I will just note them, right, and then kind of figure it out. Say, okay, how's that going to fit in, right? Because I can't deny that. Well, let's see. Let's back up for a second. Let's see. We'll make sure we don't have something else in there. Because this was, you got a candidate here for this to be an extension. Okay, well, let's just, right off the bat, what do I want to know? I want to know is how present is Al here? Pretty good. All right, any question about the impulse off the, all right, so again, this is the trade, this is really all a trader is ever doing. We get a swing, we get a retrace. Right now, is it going to this low or is it going to this high? That's all we ever do. Is the retrace is coming. Oh shit, where's it gonna stop? Oh fuck, they're not gonna get, oh. Right, that's all we do, right? And then we just do it again. Swing, retrace, right? Oh, is it going to take out the low or we're going to the high, right? It's just swing, retrace, swing. That's all it ever does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got a definite 1 there we have to deal with. 1, 2. Sure looks like that's a 3. Now, what immediately you make you go, oh fuck, wait, it's too much time. Too much time. So now, right off the bat, just because of that, again, I'm just taking you through the thought process. Because of that, I have to pull back and go, that doesn't feel right, right? So to put the 4 here relative to this 2, I mean, if it helps you, right, I will often just do this. Say, wait a second. This is, that's the balance I have here? So then what's the alternative? Say, okay, well, something's unusual here, right? I'm not saying that couldn't be the 4. It just, this is complete. Well then, okay, so then you start picking it apart. Okay, what's wrong with it? Oh, here, let's get this down. Okay, let's go down. All right, be critical of your work, right? Okay, well, that's hard to miss. But am I being too just quick to label it? Is there another possibility here? Could the 3 be here? Well, then how would you know? Well, you start measuring, saying, okay, well, how does it relate to where it usually goes? Here's where they usually go. Well, what if I put the 3rd here and the 4th here? Is that going to change it? I don't like the finish as much, right? So I don't think so, right? This looks better here as I've completed this impulse. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's take it out of log, right? Because your next thought would be, could this be a 1? Could we have done a 2 here? Now look at out of log, right? Now look at that 2 to that 4. So you see the issue there, right? So it's very easy to get blindsided by it in log because of the compression. So you're like, oh, well, sure, of course that's the 4. Is it? Is it? I think not. So where else could we have a 4? All right, so now I'm going to go down. Let's go to a, oh shit, that won't be. Well, now I don't know, right? To be perfectly honest with you, I don't know what we got here. So let's take a look here. I just know that doesn't look right. So back to where I was earlier. Oops. Could this be it? Got a big kick in the 5th. Doesn't look right. 4 here. There's an ABC. So just like a 5 that's screaming at you, if there's a pretty 3, label it. Say, okay, well, how's that going to fit in? Do I have a 5 here that gets me done? Yeah, I do. So what's the problem? I got an extra 4 here. I'm kind of stuck with that. All right, so this is going to take some work. All right, so the 1, 2, because you don't know, right? Right at that moment in time, that swing, retrace, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. So we have to use it. So somehow we have to get this to complete. Somewhere up here, right? This has to be done. Where are you? All right, we got to get done up here. Okay, so I'm going to take him out. for, we'll just make it small, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 3, ABC of 4 to 5. Right, now it starts to play a little bit better. Impulse, right? And it's all self-contained. Okay, now, what do we got here? Well, working backwards, I can see, looks like a 5 here, 3. There's a, I don't think we have to do a lot of examination of that, right? That's clearly a 3. Looks like it's Al. Al, is that you? You didn't quite make it. I'm curious. There he is. There he is. Right, it's the pain in the ass of log, right? You're not, what the fuck, are they using the log or not? It's hard to tell, right? We know that, okay, so we avoided making a real error calling this the 4, right? By just getting it out of log. So now we can take it from here and go, okay, well, let's go to the top. Lumpy, bumpy, but definitely a candidate for a 2. Oh, fuck, I want the full thing. Oh, where are you? All right, so 786 to the tick, right? Within a tick. Right to it. Here's the little fuck you from the market where it was like, oh, okay, we don't know what we're going to call that, but as is often the case, it's not there, and then it's there. So it looks like you got a 1 here. All right, so already, right, we see some problems here. Okay, well, that doesn't work. Oh, shit, I didn't know what I was into for here. There's a little diag to finish it. 1, ugh, I hate that. Well, right, so this is just going to be uncountable. It's contraction, expansion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It looks like you can get a 1 there. Doesn't matter. A, B. No, I don't like that. All right, so a lot of times they're place markers. Okay, what can I see here that fits better? Right, just what I want to see. Right, here's a good example. Right, just what I want to see at a low. I want to see it sweep something and then go. Right, so I know that that's muscle. That's not Billy Bob retail. Right, we can't do that. I don't love that finish. Well, let's go with it. 1, 2. Right, so what would you be pulling from here? It's hard to call that. What's the algo going to do? Algo is going to go dominant to dominant. 50. Not to the pocket, right? If I pull here, it's a little bit of a guesstimate. Now, is there a way to finish it here? That's a 4, right? Because I don't want that to overlap. Well, what I want and what we get is 2 different things, right? 1, 2, that's got to be the 4 somehow. Let's put you in blue. Okay, right, so I got a candidate here for a 3. Well, this just fucked that all completely up. Okay, what's the alternate here? Okay, if not a 4, because I think we'd likely call this an impulse, this is the correction. We're definitely calling that an impulse. Okay, is Al involved here? All right, always, right, you got to ask yourself, where's Al? Did they use it here? No, it's too far. Yeah, it's not making targets. What are we going to do with this one? Dog whiff. Yeah, let's go to log scale, see if I get any clues, right? So sometimes log scale will improve the potential here. I think this is going to have to be much like Bitcoin, where you're going to have to pick your pivot, because we don't get a clean start. So is it A, B, C, D, E, some sort of wacky triangle before we start? I would wick this off here as my launch point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's a little bit of a buzzkill for whiff holders. to do with that? Can I get a 1, 2? Well, let's just take a look here. All right, well, then you got to start picking it apart and going, okay, how do I fix this? How is it fixable? Okay, now we're just a little trial and error, a little experimentation. A, B, C. Right, because we can't, this can't be the 4, right? So let's see if we can make it work this way. Now, you can look at this and say, oh, fucking A, man, who cares? I get that. I get it. Like, why? You're forcing all of this because you're looking for a 5 and it can't overlap. You know, I mean, I can just tell you, again, a lot of years of doing this, this will guide you, right? You'll end up on the right side more often than not, rather than otherwise. What are you calling it, right? Oh, higher high, higher low, higher high. Oh no, that changed. So something completed here, and you could look at this as swing, retrace. Right now, we going down to this low, or are we going higher, or are we going to do this? Right, that's all the market can do. Is we're going to retrace, or we're going to go sideways. That looks like a decent fit here. I'll probably do it this way here and do a sliding parallel here, like that. Oops. Oh, that's fine. Feels like a better fit. Right now, I got this to deal with. Is there a way to get around that? Maybe not. We got closes there. What we do? How else could we do it? All right. Well, here's an alternate. I'm going to have to do it as a series of. This might fly. Okay. So. All right, so A, B, C into the 1. You're going to have to do the 2 here. A, B, maybe this diag here plays better as a C. A, B, C. Now this is my problem. That's a 5. I guess we could do, that doesn't work. No, that's a 5 all day. You're stuck with that. So we'd have to go back to this, right? As a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 leading diag, I think. I still think you could put it right here. And then back to a 5 here. So you're back to a 5, 3, 5, right? Having looked at all the alternatives. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 leading diag. 5. 3, 5, 3, 5. I think that's what you're stuck with. Length of the 1 from the proposed 4. Pretty close. In a diag, I always look for a 50 between the start of the 1 to the pivot of the 3. Didn't quite get there. You can see what it's reacting to. A little bullish order flow. Okay, so that seems like that's your best solution here after all of that. That's a long way to get there. Okay, so what would we anticipate? Having looked at all the possibilities, I'd be interested down here. Well, how about this correction? Well, now this starts to play like some of the others we've looked at. It starts to look a little bit better. What do we got there? 1, 2. Or is it, let's go to, that's ugly truncation there, but you're kind of stuck with that. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not much of a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That you've got it. But then we get shit, maybe you got that. Well, technically you could get away with it. Looks like something we just looked at. Okay, if we're gonna go with truncation or whatever the fuck this is, can we get out of here with a 5? Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Can't say I like that. That looks more like a 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, better. All right, can I channel it? Yes. 4. But it's a little funky down here. Big, you know, it's whiff, right? It's just liquidation. Lowest close, right? So then it's always worthwhile to say, okay, well, what did the lowest close look like? The wicks, right, is one of the things I do like from ICT, right? Well, there's more than one thing. Wicks do the damage, bodies tell the story, right? So if we come back here, right, are we letting those wicks really overly influence what we're anticipating here? We go back to a 2-hour. So it sure looks like it's impulsive coming off of that. A, B, C. So that flies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can really help to come down to this, to look at these. Okay, is that the C? Okay, well, I would be a little reluctant to be overly aggressive there, but there's a trade in there. Let that finish for the 5, right? You got this big imbalance here. It's like algo will likely want to come get some of that, right? Fill that in, this inefficiency. So where's the trade? It's me, I'd wait for that to complete. And whenever I get here, we can use the 50. I'd be looking next right down here. That's a 2-hour. I don't love this, but one, two, 3, 4. You're gonna have to do it that way and truncate it. So a decent start there. 4 remains questionable. All right, where is it? Looking for it in that pocket. I don't have the 5th yet, but that's what I would forecast here, and then I'd look for the retrace to the 2. Okay, I got to keep moving. Lunatic, there's a good handle. Lunatic, T-I-K. Okay, here we go. Shit, I get stuck on these, and I end up with a 3-hour live stream. It's the analyst in me. If I can't get it, it drives me crazy. Oh fuck, come on. Yes, leave. Oh, what do we got here? Lunatic. That looks cool. SUPRA. Oh shit, I haven't looked at this in forever. SUPRA. On WIF. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, maybe. It's a tough one, WIF. Okay, so here, this is a SUPRA. Okay, well, first question, do we need to look at this in log scale? Is it going to make things a little easier to spot? Maybe. I like what you've done here, right? Looking for, okay, where's our value area? Where's acceptance? POC, we've just put through that. Well, okay, so so looking at this, I think you're on the right track here. This, you didn't label this here, so so I know what you're doing. Okay, I see what you're doing. All right, so you're out of log. 1, 2. Okay, right, I guess that 2 is okay. If we go back to log, A, B, C, truncate it. And then we just go sideways, right? So there's nothing here until we start. I'm a little, let's check that. Maybe this is he measured. Second most common, if we do it, let's see, where did he have it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess that does fly. See, it would be tempting, right, to want to put the 4 here if you're not in log scale, right? But if you take it out of log scale, okay, clearly, right? And we got to go, tick past the golden, unless we're right on it. Usually it's right on it. Looks like a wick got through by just a CH. But look what we got on the next retrace. Algo. See, out of log, that 3 looks questionable. But given the depth of retracement, I think you got to stick with that. So 1, 2. Why would you think anything less or differently for that 3? Okay, we have a golden corner here, even though it's a tick past it. 80% odds of getting there. Oh, I would just add this. All right, so we get the targets, right? So we can see the wave 3 target, right? So we know since this went golden zone that this will be the 1618. So we put that right there. Boom. The 80% odds. Now you're late. You got to move the 2 over. Discounted premium or discount? Well, you're buying in the premium. So you're kind of late to that launch. You'd have a play here. Let it finish. I'd be, well, remember, right? Al's always there on the other side, right? So do you want to buy it right there? No. Now, it has to get through that to complete, right? So we're not saying it can't get through, but you can see that, whoa, wonder why it's stopping there. Well, we know why, right? So let's assume it's got to get through that. Now it's got to get through that, right? It may not make that, right? That's perfection, right? To get right there and get our 80%. But certainly, well, if you're going to get an internal, oh shit, we're on a 1 hour. You can barely see it. Let's go to a 10-minute. There's almost no pullbacks here. So that's just a, well, no, you'd have a golden within a golden. Right, just about to get its 80%. Right, anytime you get a swing and a retrace like that, right, draw the golden, and know you have 80% probability, right? As long as this pivot holds, 80% odds we get there. I've said this every live stream I've ever done. It's the best odds in trading, right? It's probably the least used technical tool in any technical package. Everybody's looking at everything in here, all the good 20 million indicators in TradingView, and the highest probability one is sitting right over here, default in every trading package, right? The least used. Amazing, right? But then we know most people lose money in the markets. So going after that 3 looks pretty good here. It's nice work here. Lunatic, very nice. 1, 2, give me the 3, right? You're kind of late to chase it. 4 to the 5, right? You're still going to have Al here to get through. Ideally, if you could get a little, God, you don't have no fucking separation there. There's no 2 to work off of. You're just in the 3. 1, 2, right? So note the lows of each of these candles, right? You didn't get any of them, right? That's one time frame here on a 1 hour, right? No lows being taken out. So you don't want to short that. That's real strength. Good one, Lunatic. Glad I think I don't recognize that handle. Must be a new member. Okay, Void Def. Green Satoshi tokens. I never heard of that one. Trader KDI got it for me. What is it? It's GSTG. Okay, let's try that over here. GSTG. Green says, fuck, never heard of this one. Oh, hang on a second here, because I know I've got his settings here. Give me a second. Okay, what do we got here? Green Satoshi. Let's go here. Green Satoshi. Ooh, looks rather illiquid, I will say that. Oh, buyers here. It's a rough ride. All right, well, that's log here. Wait, can't not much choice to be down in log. All right, so that's a shit show. You can't call that an impulse. I mean, it's impulsive, but there's no sub. Well, let's go. Is there anything in there? Any subdivision? See, anything that's this illiquid, I'd be very cautious about that. Let me just see if I'm on What is it? GSTG. Is there any other place? That's the only other place I can trade it. I guess it. Somebody was. You'd have to put this against Solana. Oh, fuck. I'm not sure on this one. This requires more crypto insight than I have. Well, you can't go 1, 2, 3. So you're kind of stuck with, okay, whatever that was, right? We got a range down here. I don't know why that thing is fucking me today. Boy, I can't get it off. There's a 1. That's a 4-hour. There is an impulse coming off the low. That's completed. Well, God, that's a fucker. Okay, so we might have this. Shit, I can't come out a lot. Well, I can. I got to finish there. 1. That's all fucked. I can't go 1, 2, 3. It looks like there's a 5 right here. A diag. Well, how's that helping me? Unless it's 1, 2, 1, 2. You have to go 1, 2. Put it here. That's a tough one. I don't. Sometimes they're just not ripe enough to trade, right? It's not mature enough. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, that's all you got. That's all you could work. That's really all you got to work with there. Pretty deep. A, B, C. You can make that case that your correction is done. It's a deep correction. Well, let's label it. Let's not leave it hanging there. A, B, C. I don't want to try and connect these. Right? Again, this is my position on channeling. Right, this has to be contained, and this is contained. Right, this is all the leading diag. I don't want to try and connect them. Ah, fuck. Come here. 2, 1, 2. This corrects the first one. The diag, this corrects that one. So even though there's a lot of complexity to it, it's still this. Now, are we going this low or are we going to this high? Right, that's all we're ever doing. All right, well, here's a 5, there's a 3. There's no reason for you to assume anything other than the highest probability would be that we'd go after the high, not the low. Not that that couldn't happen, but right, we don't get certainty. 5, 3. 5, funky 3. Right. I mean, gun to your head, you're not shorting that, are you? There's a clear 5 followed by a clear 3 with a completed impulse to finish it. Although it's a little 1, 2, 3. It's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. If you want to be picky about this, okay, let whatever this is finish. It could roll over, right? There could be an accident. That's not a great start. I'm on the 1 hour. I don't like to go below the 1 hour. 1, 2, 3. That's the 4, 5. So A, B, C. Why would you do anything other than me looking? So I'd let this thing do what it's going to do. If this is 3, 4, 5. I don't know what it's going to be. It's not a great start, so I wouldn't chase anything here. Whatever it's going to do, well, what's the first thing it's got to do? Right? It's got to clear L on the other side. First thing it has to do. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a 1, you don't want it to get there. You don't want it to get there in the 1, right? You want it to get there a little bit lower. So when it retraces, you come into the 3, right, which is going to have more legs, right, to break it. You really don't want it to do this. It'll be harder when it comes up because it'll be another one here. Right, it'll have to do it again. It's just harder to do, right? Because now you're in a sequence. So you'd rather have this happen, maybe a little mini one here, because then you're taking it, right? If you get it right, then you're taking it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You get that one. 1, 2, 3. Now I can do this, and I can put the odds in my favor, right? So if I can get this, now I got a golden here, right? Higher odds, right, that I can get through. Now remember, 80% is not 100%. So, right, it could still hit that rejection. And then even if it gets through that one, then it's got to get through that one. Right? Rules of the road, right? Always an algo on the other side. Okay, there's Green Satoshi. I probably gave that plenty of time. Who gave me that? Void Def. Okay. Master Houdini. Portal. God, I haven't even heard of that. Is that a I don't know what I'm looking at. Portal, I guess it is. Okay, never heard of that one. Is it over on do I have that crypto? I guess I do. My assumption is I'm going to get full history if I go there. Portal. Did you guys read I mean, what's to create a cryptocurrency? It must be fairly simple. Maybe it's just me, but did I read that the Haktui girl did some sort of rug pull and walked away with $50 million? Is that possible? Are people that stupid? Well, I shouldn't say that. Of course they're that stupid. Somebody thought they were going to get some easy money. Well, what do we got here? All right, so this is just consolidation. God damn it, I can't get that thing off my mouse today. 3, I don't like any of that. Nothing until we start. That's another annoying thing with 1, 2, maybe. Doesn't look like it's done. All right, well, let's carry that forward. God, I don't know what I'm doing differently today. I got a contender here to be coming out of this with an impulse, right? Let's get the channeling on it. I don't love that 4 just yet, but okay, I got a contender. That's daily. Do I have a 3 in there? Oh, God, they're all doing the same thing. Well, I'll do a little measuring here. Just shy, kind of in the pocket. Don't hate it. All right, so how about 2 to the 4? Just same thing every time. It's a little deep for a 4. But it's all wick, right? So we hold here. What is it likely doing? Mitigating that bullish order flow right to the 50. 1, 2. Kind of again, the same thought, right? So you can tell, right? This is, I would encourage you to always consider this. So I've got a bit more complexity here in this 2, and it takes a little bit longer. I just got a free fall here in the 4. Let's go to a 1 there. Is there an ABC? Is there something else there that might balance that out a little bit better? Oh, fuck. What are we doing there? ABC is enough. All right, it's a 3. Well, I guess the alternate here that you'd be considering is it possible here that this is a 2, that we did the 4 somewhere like this, right? Oh, shit, even. Oh, can't do it there. Where can we find that 4? Is there a better solution here to put, come here, to have this be done here, right? So this is just part of the process of being critical of your own work. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if this is 1, 2, oh, fuck, I don't think I can get it to work. That looks like an impulse. That's annoying. Welcome to trading. All right, so that doesn't feel like it can work here. There's an impulse. I can't ignore this impulse. I got to deal with it. 1, 2. Could we be up here? We are on log scale. Let's take it out of log scale. See if I get any clarity here. There's an impulse there all day long, right? You're stuck with it. You got to attend to it. Impulse correction. 1, 2. Well, let's label it. What's possible? 2. Fuck. Can't quite get that to fly. This is not good here. Potential to get stuck here. Okay, 1, 2. I'm trying to change these. And that looks technical, right? It looks like we make a 50 there. So completed impulse, retrace to the 50. Third target. How am I going to get a 3 in there? 1, 2, 1. So I want that in blue. 1, 2. Looks like there's a 1, 2 there. All right, hang on. This is a tricky portal. Jesus. This is why I never looked at it. Okay, let's get over here. I think it's there, too. Fucker, it's overlapping there. Hang on. All right, can we make that fly? 1, 2, 1, 2. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C into the 2 there. 3. That looks like a 5. That's not going to work. So let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's try and label it. Right, it's easy for me to talk it and you guys not be able to follow. Looks like that's got to complete there. That's a 5, right? So we have to deal with that. So this has to go up a degree. Oh, shit. I feel like I'm getting stuck here. Okay, there's a possible 1, 2. Okay, on the way, right? Measure them. Like, is that a realistic 2? 50 to the tick. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Shit, I was supposed to mute my mic there. 1, 2. 1, 2. Possible. 3. Sure, this is a tough one. Let's take you up. Trying to get to this 3. Well, I guess it's going to have to be up here. All right, we're going to have to do it here. Okay, that works. So this can go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all right. So now let's back to the measuring. Tough one. Not quite there. I feel like I'm missing a leg here. I think I am. This has to push. Okay, this is a tough one. I may have to call in support on this one and not get off of it, or I'll get stuck here and do what I've done before if I get stuck on one, because I don't want to bore you guys to death. If we get stuck on one, I'll post it. I'll get a poll to call in the reserves here, and we'll come up with a solution here. Because I will obsess on it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn it! It's close. If I can't get it, it'll fucking bug me all day long until I get it. I want to do this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't make it fly. 1, 2. I can't go 3 because it overlaps here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's an impulse there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck. It fails. All right, I'll do that, right? Because I'm going to get stuck there. Let me. My guys and I will work on that. Well, I do exactly what I would encourage you to do. If I get stuck on something, I call in support. I've got 3, 4 master Elliottians right on the team here, and I go to them and say, "Fuck, I got stuck here. What do you guys think?" That's literally what I will do. Hopefully, they're working on it right now. So I want to do 1, 2 here. I can't quite get it to finish. I don't want to lose too much time here. So this will get posted as I typically do. I'll be the first one to comment. I'll put a link. I'll comment on my own video and then put the link to the solution here. I guarantee one of my guys will get that. I can get it if I had more time here. I'll bore you to death. Okay, Master Houdini. I can see you got a real tough one there. Maybe I can do that. Fuck, that's what I want to do. Finish it there. But it's one too many. Right, it can't be the one. It can't go 3, 4. All right, that's a toughie. All right, I'll be back to that one. Okay, let me keep moving. Kuwait. Oh, Kuwait trade devil. Oh, interesting. What does he want? I really appreciate all that you do. Oh, that's so nice to say. Very nice of you to say that, Kuwait trade devil. I'd love it if you'd give GRT USD. Okay, so let me. Oh, shit, I've got a ton of this. So, GRT, one of the bigger holdings I have. Where's crypto? There he is. Okay, let's go back to a daily. All right, so looking at here when we get right, remember, I take it out of log, just maintain perspective, because if you're in log, it looks a lot. Oh, it looks a lot different. Well, I like to get the lowest low wicked off. Well, this looks like we don't have a lot of choices here. Now, I do have this done, guys, because I've got a pretty beefy position here. But it doesn't do you guys any good if I just bring up what I've got. This is the same shit, right? Let's go. Oh, let's go here. Hard not to see a diag here, right? Which now, if you're a graph bull, boy, is that good news, because that means, right, assuming we hold here, that means this is a one wave. What's our all-time here? $3, $2.90. They all did the same thing here. I think that's a better finish. Well, it's a little clunky Elliott there, but looks like ABC, ABC, ABC. So it'd be WXY, and then you've got nothing. Now maybe you're going to go 1, 2, A, B, C of 1. I suppose we could do that. You're looking for 3 and ABC here to get you up there. Yeah, question mark here. Consolidation, expansion. I'll kind of highlight them and say, okay, if this gets in trouble, I know to come back here. That was a, you're making a guesstimate there. Is it here? ABC, ABC. This is looks impulsive, right? So you right off the bat, you need an ABC, ABC. This one's pretty shitty, ABC, but it's there. So what to do? Well, okay. I mean, this has to complete. You need to get the A in, wherever that is. That's what you're after. Oh, let's just put that in green. You need that A. Maybe this is the 4, working on the 4 here. You're just in a box. But let's use it to measure, right? Maybe we can get some guidance there. Too much. Either way, it's not great either way. I mean, that's a big rip, right? 1, 2. Let's break that down. Now you see, so right off the bat, right? Look at the size of what the 2 is going to be. I think here, so that I really pay attention to that time component. ABC, maybe. A. ABC. Well, you might be able to do that. ABC. Let's finish that. A, B, C. ABC. So let's take you up. You know, that's not exactly what you'd hope for, but you know, there it is. Now, is that going to do it? No. Now, we don't have to overlap anymore. It's kind of crazy, but it's convenient. ABC. Well, either you're going to do it that way, or you're going to go, A, B, C. This seems to work better because I've got an ABC, because this looks, excuse me, very impulsive. Okay, and if you're in a diag, we're looking for the 4, right, at the 50. We don't need that overlap, but I'd like to see a little bit more subdivision here. Something like that. So I don't think it's a buy right here. I mean, well, when I say that, I wouldn't buy that right there. Why? Where's the next pivot it's going to have to deal with? We're going to swing. Well, think of it this way, right? We get a swing. Now we're retracing. We don't know if it's going this way or it's going this way. But so the Elliott gives us some potential context here we can work with. We got to get on the other side of that. I don't love this, but there it is. So you're likely 1, 2. There's 3. This has got to be the 4, 5. Well, 1, 2, that works, right? So we've got the A, B, and we've got the C in for the 3. Now we just need to see what's going to happen here. I'd love it down here. Something like that. So we can, that's the C, so that's, so let me put that aside. 1, A, B, C. So A, B, C. Oh, that's a little skinny on the 2. A, B, C. Well, it looks like that's about where we are as it sits right there. That's pretty wide. This is a judgment call here. That's impulsive. So if it's going to be ABC, we're kind of stuck with that. All right, so that's about as far as I could go there. I don't think there's a trade setting up there other than a potential short, because you've got a very clear impulse here all contained in that channel. I don't want, all right, 5. Do I have 3? Not really. I'd like it much better down here. All right, what's the risk, right? Oh, it takes off. Oh, well, welcome to trading. I'm still looking for the risk-free trade. Okay. All right, let me keep going. Thanks for the nice note there, Kuwait Trade Devil. I appreciate that. CZA, where have you been? CZA, what has he got? Bake me a 10x, 100x. Copy link. Okay, let's see what he's thinking. CZA, he's been with us for a long time. Okay, so bakery token. Jesus, what is this? Never heard of this one. God damn this. I mean, if the Hawk Tui girl can create a crypto, I mean, how many crypto? What do we got? Altcoins, 25,000. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's good work. Bakery token. What the fuck? Bakery token. So that looks like that's going to be your golden zone or 707. Well, that's no question what we have there. Impulse. Double. Triple, excuse me. WXYXZ. That's good work. Really nice, CZA. I guess this is all nicely channeled here. Oh, you can do it that way. Little sliding parallel. 1, 2. Golden. Okay. I have to take that off of there. Hang on. Because I can't follow what you're doing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Ooh. Ooh, that got kind of skinny in there. Let's see what we got. Oh, let's try a 4. Ooh, it's got interesting. Okay, so good work, right? So he's working it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh. How do we do that? Ooh, that's a ripper in the 5th. I don't follow your count here. Hang on. So you're going to go. I'm with you here on this bumpy diag. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like it's a double here. Okay, so we got a 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, fuck. That really fucked you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would put this here. Bring this down. Since, I mean, you got to. Oh, no, it's not. You don't quite get it done. We got to do this as a diag. Oh, we don't. So we're going to go 1, 2. That doesn't work. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got to get this up here. All right, let's see if I can find it. You got this. Oh, what happened there? We need the 5 up here, right? If that's the 5, that has to go up here. Looks like you got a 3 up here, 4 here. So this, how are we doing this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God damn it. How are we getting out of here? I've got this big 3 in here that's unaccounted for. Hey. Oh, it doesn't work, right? Because I need an extra leg there. Let's try it down 1 hour. Oh, fuck. How am I getting out of here? There's an impulse here. All right, so I got to bust this open. Let's see. How are we getting out of here? WXY. So this is our problem. Unless we're going to do it as just a giant diag. Maybe. Hard to break that into a 3. You're kind of stuck with that. Okay, let me get out a little further. Oh shit, here these are tricky. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like you stuck with that. A, B, C. So you have to do it as a diag without an overlap, because that's a 3. You don't have if you complete the impulse here. If you go 1, 2, 3, right? It's too far, right? So it can't be related. So if we look at it this way, yeah, you got a monster there, right in the middle of it. Bakery token. I can't say I love this dog or this cake. Okay, right. So all right. So perhaps, right, this little loosely baked, if you'll pardon the pun, A triangle B C. That's beautiful work. So he gets a W X A W X Y B. That flies. A B C into the B C. Right. Good work here. He's got this. I'm just going to put this in my so we can see a little better. What is that? Oh, that's a downtrend line. WXY into the goal. So you guys see what he's pulling from right here, right? Golden, golden, golden. Geez, I just can't figure out why it can't go any lower. It's so hard to figure out. He said sarcastically. Okay, 1, 2. So we're coming off the chute there. All right, so, well, I should pull back here, right? So you know what we have here, right? So we have a golden corner, right? Golden corner. Now, let's take note here. You had a golden corner here. You had a golden corner here and here, and now finally here, right? So each one of these, that 80% is in play, right? The key is always that the pivot doesn't break. So this is looks like this break by a pivot, by a tick. From here to here, you might have thought you were done there, because that's a 5, but that doesn't fly. And here's our final one. Okay, so coming out of the chute there, let's go to a 2. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Another golden zone? 1. Oh, he's giving me an alternate here. 1, 2, 3, 4, another diag. Not sure what that is. There's another diag, right? So you're stuck with it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A. So you have to go A, B, C into that 3. A, B, C. That's fucker. A, B, C. You're kind of stuck with that. So all of this kind of catches the second half of it. I don't love it, but that's decent. ABC. Okay, well, so here's they've all done the exact. All the alts have done the exact same thing. Swing, and then we have a failure swing here. Are we truncating, or is that 1, 2? Hard to call it. Which makes the whatever's coming off of here more important. Which is why I'd be less inclined to gamble with it. So you've got a big fair value gap here, whether I draw it or not. Right, big imbalance right here. Right, market just fell so fast, right? So unfilled orders, the market is going to rebalance that possibly. So that'd be a dangerous place to buy. I wouldn't buy it. Right, we got goldens on both sides. Oh, now you're in the pocket here with that fair value gap coming into this. That would be a very low. I'm not saying couldn't get through, but you know that's the kind of thing where if you bought that and then you got spanked. You're going to review your trades and go, what the fuck was I thinking? Why would I buy into that, right? You're literally just tagged a 50. Not a place to buy. You've gone from this 50 to this 50. Remember, the market can only do so many things. Here's the swing, here's the retrace. Now, are we going this way or are we going this way? Right? These are the only outcomes we have other than to go sideways, right? And sideways won't last. One side is going to break. I think you wait on that one. Baked goods, CZA. Let it. I see what you're thinking, but if that's 1, 2, let it finish, right? There'll be a 1 because if this is a 1, you need 5 into that 3. So if that's a 1, take the 2. That'd be my suggestion. Okay, here's another one. CZA has gone into some wild alts. $6 million banana zone. Holy shit. Let's see what this is. $6 million banana zone. I got to see this. Okay, so let's leave that one. I swear to God, my thing still shows RUNE. Weird. Okay, so let me save that. And what is he giving me? TRX. Okay. We've looked at this a lot. What else does it look like it's doing, if not printing the third of the third? Well, I'm sure. Sure looks. God, look at that right out of the golden. Boy, this looks beautiful. Well, you'd have to call that 1, 2, golden. Oh, there's the 4 in there. Is that Vegas wave plus some? Oh, it's the multi, right? I see it, right? So I'm just killing that. It's got Vegas wave plus a few others. I'm just taking it out so I can see what we're doing. 1, 2. Here's our pivot. 50 in linear. Oh. Well, what does it look like outside of log? Can't even look at it. Oh yeah, I see your point there. Well, we're on, Jesus, we're on a 2-day. How did I get there? Yeah, what do you do with that? Oh, let's try an 8-hour. Oh God, that is brutal. So, why is TRON acting so weird? Doesn't seem right. I think you're right. He just hasn't filled this in, right? But I think he's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's label it. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So it looks like that's going here. Maybe you ran out of steam there. It's a little odd to have that big kicker, but it's not like we don't see it. Oh, I'd probably put it there. 1, 2. To the 4. Boy, this is, I don't remember TRON being this weird, but okay, it was likely not the 3. We don't know, but likely not, right? So likely the 1 of the 3. All right, yeah, assuming that that's done. Let's go to WO with the squeeze. Looks like we're gonna have lots of squeeze in here, right? Black is squeeze. That's a lot of squeeze. And there's the pop. So, right, he's got it, right. You know, we don't know if that pivot is in, but 50 in linear. Oh, we're good. Oh. Yeah, you can't even. What do you do with that? Look at that. Right, I mean, so log distorts, right? You got to look at it in both, because so you look at that and you go, oh, whoa, what? Whoa. Wouldn't that be the 3rd? Well, you can make that case probably. Oh, it looks like you might be able to do it here. One, 2. You'd have another 1, 2 here. Monster, Jesus. That's so. Those kind of crypto alts make me nervous. All right, let's go to it. It's such a big rejection. I don't want to trade that. All the imbalances here are all being rebalanced. That is definitely a weird one. 1, 2. Well, there's a 5. So this 5 has to be dealt with. Oof. That looks like. No, I don't think you can do that. Well, that's that's kind of a lottery coin. TRON is it's just out of curiosity. Actually, I'll get off of here. Let me put it on. Well, where are we gonna have most? Binance probably has some good history. Is this any different over here? I don't remember this being such a fucker. Well, you kind of got this here. Out of log. Jesus Christ, that's a beast, right? Well, that's crypto fun, but look how fast it comes back. Well, you got to look at it in log. I think he's right. I think you just got to go 1, 2. That's not going to be 3. I think you're right. That's just monster. This is going to be way the fuck up here. One, 2, all self-contained, so something completes, and then I got a 5 here. Oh, Jesus Christ! 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I doing with that? Right? It doesn't fly. So you'd have to put that up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God, that is brutal. That's just, it's too bullish, really, to get a handle on it. You could put it here. 1, 2. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is a tough mix today. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's an extension somewhere in here. I don't think there's much to do there. So if this is me, okay, well, what am I going to do? I would start wicking off some of these key levels. Say, okay, well, there was my initial range that I launched from. I'd wick off this. God damn, I can't get that thing off today. 1, 2, 3, 4. On Binance here, so I'd want to see some. Oh, let's use this one here. Okay, so here's 68% of the trade. Now that it fucks it a little bit in log, but let's keep that here. So here's the value area. POC, right? I mean, because there's nothing. God damn, I don't think that you do anything until this comes back down here. You're too vulnerable here to something wacky happening, right? I don't like to be in something where this kind of shit is happening. Now you can say, well, you better get out of crypto. That makes me uneasy there. That's futures. Whatever it's doing, whatever this is, I'd frame it this way. Okay, here's the last low before we start. Okay, when you come back down here, maybe I get interested. Got a high volume node right here in that pocket. I don't know what the hell's going on there, other than screaming volatility now giving back roughly 50% of it. Okay, let me keep moving on that one. That's a tough ECZA. You're playing with fire there, but hope that's working for you. I would keep anything like this. Keep the size light, right? Why put yourself in a position where you could get bent over? Okay, how am I doing on time? Oh fuck. All right, I may not be able to get all these. 1:30. I did 3 hours last week. I'm not the guy. My guy's like, dude, you can't do that. Let me get a couple more here. Christos Giannopoulos, just because I like saying Christos Giannopoulos. What's he looking at? Possible one more leg down. Micro 2 is in with ABC. Okay, well, let's take a look. What's the market doing? Oh, it's 400 in the NQ. Said impossible to overestimate American greed. That can't be done. Okay, Caspa. Oh God, this has been a bitch of a coin. This looks like good work. WXY. Okay. What's not to like here? Let's pull back a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Nothing not to like here. Beautiful impulse here. This is great, CZA. W, right? Now, when you're right here, you're thinking the 4 is in, of course, right? You're, oh. Right, if not this, then what? Right, that looks like a 3 with a 3 in the middle of the 3. Yep, you have to do it because of that 3, you're stuck with it. So you got to go WX. A, B, C into the Y. Liquidity sweep, good eye. All right, it's very good work there. Shit doesn't happen randomly, right? From the all-time low through the pivot. Just enough to sweep the liquidity at that low. All right, let's get into it from that low. 1, 2. Oh man, he's using the small numbers. Let's get those up so I can see them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck, that's annoying. I know. 5. I wouldn't worry about that too much, right? It's 5 swings, period. W. Oh, you gotta do it again. Interesting, right? So this has been a choppy bucker. A, B, C. There's the B of the X. A, B, A. Okay, all right, so I see it. Now I got him. Okay, so we're coming down from this. Yeah, he's putting up an alternate. Why? Because this could be... The reason I think we have, if this is, I see what he's doing. So he's giving me 2 counts in here. A, B, C. All right, so if it, all right, so this is actually good work, CZA. Okay, so if it's A, B, C, we're done, right? And now we should be able to go. If it's WX, right, in yellow, let's take that up a degree. If it's WX, we're not done, right? We've just done the A, and we're now doing the B, and now we would need the C to come down here to finish it. Okay, so looking at that, you're buying or selling? Well, I'd like to, I mean, I'm not saying it couldn't go higher, but of all the places that you might buy it, would that be one of them? I'm gonna guess not. Well, we got inverse and we got both, so let's do one at a time. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Let's do let's take off the inverse and just look at the big fair value gap that's sitting right there at the 50. Do you want to buy that? I'm not saying it couldn't go higher. I just would call that a, you know, it's the same kind of thing. You're going to review your trades. You're going to look back. If that's a loser, what are you going to think to yourself? What the fuck was I thinking? Why would I have done that? Well, because I thought it was going to, right. All right, you were phone mode. Well, okay, let's consider that. If this is the one, and we're gonna, you know, here's the X, so it would work as a flat. It would work, right? Here's the A, B, C, right? There's your flat. Just as it should look. It's a little weird to have it in the 2, but. Now, do we have any clue to help us here? Not really. Well, what do we got here? That's probably the God MA, right? Or a 200 of some sort. What does he got? God? No, it's a 200. Oh, God. Just side note here. Has anybody else noticed how fucking annoying this is here? That they put the update to update the indicator right over the eyeball, so you keep doing. You go to update, and you can't get to it. God, it's been driving me crazy for the last couple of days. I like the new feature. You can do that update on the fly, but Jesus, put it in a different place. TradingView, what the fuck? They don't usually make stupid errors like that. 1, 2. Well, if that's the 2, what do we need here? Right? Well, you are going to know, right? It's pretty quickly, because right now, if turns into a 5, right, we know. Right? So again, okay, this is a great example. if this turn, if this, here's a 5, right? We don't have to, that's not in dispute. That's an impulse. Okay, well, if we're done here and the, oh fuck, where is it? If the 2 is in, if the 2 is in here, there's no ambiguity about what we're expecting next. 5. Flat, right? This would have to be a 5, right? It's not optional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That has to come. Now, it could be a diag, but it has to be 5. Or the analysis, well, you know, I mean, these are guidelines, right, to frame the market structure. Lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high. Oh, something changed. All right, do I have a new trend here? Well, I'm running right into a 200 and the 50. No. But you're going to get clarity here. So you don't want to do something until you can see, right? If we start to come down this way, oh, not an impulse. Oh, it could be a diag. Oh, does that look like a series of 3s? Not really. We're on a 60-minute. You need this. Like even if I go to a 15, maybe that's a 4. That's the 4 going in. There is no other TA that gives you this kind of decision matrix. 1, 2, oh, is that an ABC or 1, 2, 3? How would we know? Well, context, right? I got a 5 that came before it. What would you anticipate? Remember, this is where I started, right? This is all the market's going to do. It's either going to go this way or it's going to go this way. That's it. Period, 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 period. So this is always the trader's decision, right? Oh, here's the retrace. Am I selling that? Where's the better risk reward? Well, if you're selling it, well, think of that, right? So it's just the process you have to go through as a trader. Okay, 1, 2, okay, if I think this is going to be an impulse and that the correction's over and we're going to do the flat, if I think that, okay, well, makes it easier because I can label this. Oh, this is what I think. I don't know, but this is what I think. So, okay, is it going to hold as an impulse? Well, you know, that's what you'd hope. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so my odds are better here. Oh, shit, I'm down to a 15-minute, which I wouldn't probably do, but okay. Well, where might I anticipate that? I can use some numbers based on what do they usually do. If that's the 2, here's the 4. Okay, if I retrace into here, do I want to take that buy? I got a little fair value gap there. Okay, maybe there's a little imbalance here. It wants to tweak. So I've got, there's the 5, right? You don't want to assume anything beyond the golden zone here. So where's the trade? Okay, so maybe I get this here and I can do this. Okay, all right. Long position, right? That would be a reasonable target. Where's my exit? 3 to 1. Okay, now you're doing your trade review. Like, okay, do you feel like a moron if you get stopped out here? No, definitely not. Right, perfectly legit approach. Perfectly legit. So you're just wrong, right? It's not a flat. Oh shit, it's going to be an ABC. So, but one thing you wouldn't want to do is buy it right here, right? You want to buy right into 50, right into that fair value gap. You want to wait for a little retrace, right? Everything we teach is everything. Oh, come here. Revolves around this. What happens here? It's all trading ever. I promise you break every decision you've ever made in the market. It all comes down to that. Which side's going to break? That's all it ever is. Oh, fuck, my machine's freezing again. I must have too much open. I do have a shitload open. All right, hang on. I got to freeze. Well, fuck, maybe this will get me out of here. Oh, shit, no, it unfroze. Nope, it didn't. Come on. Well, this may force me to finish here. There's trying to unfreeze again. Oh, maybe that's it. I was making such a brilliant point there. We'll give this a minute. Oh, there we go. Is it unfrozen? Did it unfreeze? Okay, there we go. All right, I was on a rant there, but if this is a 5, we know it's not a B. What, couldn't it be A, B, C? Yes, it could. All right, here's the range we're in. All right, from here to here. right? Whatever's happening in that range, right? This is our premium discount array, right? Where do we want to buy? Under the 50. So if you're buying right, you don't want to buy right at the 50. You want to wait for that retrace, assuming you get it, right? You don't know if you're going to get it or not. But I've got the 4 to the 5. This is typical retail. Oh, it's going to the moon. Now it may, I'm not saying that, but over time, right? Don't think like a pig, right? Say, oh shit, if I got it here, a nice little single. And I know there's going to be resistance here. I can see the order flow resistance here, right? I've got a decisional block here, a little micro, or it's not the extreme order block, but it's a part of the resistance. We'll say it that way, right? Up before we go down, right? So that you're going to have resistance here. So 3 to the 4, or pardon me, 4 to the 5. Okay. Next 3. You see, if you do it that way, even if it ends up being an A, B, C into a higher B this way, you're still trading with the right swings, because remember, this is what we're trying to trade, right? That's it. Again, every decision always is just that. That's all trading is. That. Which way do we go? And if we do this in a 5, and then I do this in a 3, then I have the highest probability outcome, because I've done 5 and a 3, and we know that that's the. Maybe we don't know, right? But certainly over 96 years, that's been well documented as a very consistent relationship between swing structure. Period. It is, right? So 5 and 3. Okay, now I want to buy it here. Now, if I'm buying it here, am I buying in the discount of the premium, right? Am I closer to the stop or to the target? I'm closer to the stop, right? So it's we complicate it, but we don't need to. Right? There's your target. There's your stop. Where's it better? You want to sell it here? No. If I got a 5 and I got a 3, no. But just that's I almost feel like I'm insulting your intelligence. Of course, you're going to buy it here. Where do you want? You're going to buy it here? I think not. Simple, right? We complicate it. This should be the overwhelming, everything you look at should always be in that lens. Swing, retrace, right? Internal or external. Is it going external? If it's going external, then it's likely part of a bigger swing. Right? See, that's all it ever does. One side's going to break. Right? Frame every decision you make in that context, and I promise you, you'll like the results. Okay, Mr. Joke, I got to do him. He's a great member. Always comes through for me on these. I got to do him. Hang on. So I remember these guys when I'm short on content. These are the guys that always come through for me. Okay, so what we got here? We got a little fib structure here. That's interesting. Okay, so I got to get to a copy. Hang on here. I'm trying to be done by the top of the hour. Okay, we're going to stop at 2, so I'm going to do as many as I can till then. Okay, right? Any question mark about, oh, fuck, we got an oh, fuck, we're not doing crypto. Yay. All right. Well, no, I shouldn't say that, right? Just for the variety. 1, 2. Oh, you went with the gray here. I like it. Okay. Oh. This is an oracle, so this must be a division of oracle? I guess it is. Oh, let's get the GZs on here. I don't want too far. Let's go to log scale. Putting the put it there. So that's COVID. 1, 2. That looks technical. They just missed the 50 there. So you'd have a corner pocket here, not a golden, but a corner to get it. There's your 80%. All right, it's easy to forget. There it is to the tick. There's your first retrace. I know, it's easy to forget. Oh, and then he put another one in there. All right, so we've got 2. He didn't forget. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Little trickier doing it this way from the 4. That's a weekly. Let's go to the daily. So when I say you can't get a golden or a 50 here, so that's that you're gonna. It's still, I wouldn't avoid it. but you're pulling it off of a more shallow retracement here between the 23 and 38, but still valid, right? You got the, well, did it work? Boom. Now we've gone sideways. Well, that needs one more. Oh God, you went with a big one there. Can we get that? It's looking a little toppy. See, we're breaking too far out of here. That would make me a little uneasy there. Since this is already burned, right, I'm going to take that off because that 80% doesn't, you only get it one single use. Well, that actually looks like it's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? A series of threes. Well, that would be a disappointing finish here, right? Well, obviously you're not going to buy. Well, I shouldn't say that, right? I'd be very reluctant to buy that up there. It kind of took a weird route up here. That's the daily. Oh, let's do this. I think this one will do. Let's pull it from here. All right, so here, big POC here. Right, so it looks like we're just consolidating here. You definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't buy that. But some sort of retrace here. Is that the 3? 1, 2, 3. That's well, shit. He already did it for me. Fuck me. Oh fuck! Come on. Okay, there's his 1618175 window, right, for the third. Here's the second most common right here. Looks like we're just bumping into that. Edge of value right here, anything higher, right? We don't really have acceptance, but we're building acceptance right there. Boy, this is the tray, right? You're going to have to wait, right? Channeling's good. So you could have a deeper retracement there. That's a little disappointing up there. It could be just waiting. Well, what are you waiting for? You're waiting for the retrace. Will that have the right look? Fuck, does it get any better? I don't know that it does. Oh shit, how many? Oh man, guys, I don't. Q, no problem, Q. All right, guys. Fuck. I got Mojaka done. Here, God, is anybody still listening? I always feel like I'm talking to. Oh, let's do one more. Oh, Ben B, that 121212. Here, Dr. Alban. Since he posted, I'm only giving him this one, Ben B, since he posted the chart. You know I love you, Ben B. I got too many down here. It'll be a 3-hour one again. Okay, let me go copy, save. Reminder, right, for you guys that you can always post these, and my team will give you some ideas as well. Oh fuck, Dr. Alban, what are we doing here? Oh, you gave me a 30-minute. Okay, I see. All right, so oh, look at that. He's drawing it in. Oh, he's already got the full extension leg. Okay, so I'm gonna pull that off. Okay, so hang on. So we're on Bing X. Yeah, that's good. Give me a sec here. Let me get this reset. I guess he does things a little differently than I. Oh fuck. Oh, I got it. Okay, here we are. There's the 5 of 3. I'm gonna change that, brighten that up a little bit. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, we finished with Bitcoin here. Perfect. A, B. Oh, yeah, we got a good kick here. Interesting, right? So one candidate here was we'd gone WX, and we're going to do a triangle to finish it. Looks like that's out of the gate. That's blown up now. Maybe not. Maybe we could have a barrier triangle here. Something like this. It's going to finish. Well, okay, right. So they all did the same thing, right? We had the liquidation run here. All right, we're going to call that equal lows. That's candidate. Oh, shit, I thought I had it. Yeah, they're equal lows here. Oh, shit, my machine's locking again. I'll feel a whole lot better about this when we get that fifth in there. He's giving me a 30-minute. What do we got here? X. Well, let's go with it here. I was just like, could we have this? This is what I had. Yeah, it might be too wacky. So either we have to truncate it here. My thought was that we had a triangle. We had A, B, C, D, E. Too weird. I think probably too weird. Maybe. All right, that doesn't matter. Right? We're putting the 4 in the same place. So either we truncate here into this, and now we go 1, 2. All right, so that's a 30-minute though. 1, 2. Pretty reasonable. Looks like that's technical. It is, right? Right to a 50. That's looking better, actually. So we're trying to complete the fifth. Excuse me, the third to get to the fifth. Maybe here. I think that still has legs. Okay, channel it. Don't forget the channels. I don't have this yet, but I'll leave it right there for the possible 4. Might have to steepen it if we're going to keep going. So you're going to have to get your 1, 2. Where's your 1, 2 in here? You don't have much of one. That looks like a 4, but right, it would all be of the internal third. That's not. That's kind of. We're already on a 30-minute. 1, 2. Well, there's an impulse right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So shit. Are you doing it this way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of crazy to do it that like that, but there's not much of a 2, right? But Bitcoin is notorious for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's an impulse right there. 4, working on that 5 of 3. All right, when it always, oh shit, God damn it, allergies. All right, wick off that 1. 4 of 5. Okay, so here's where we start. Well, if we do complete and you're not, and you're looking for your next entry, right? So 1 would be okay. When we complete here, look for the 4. Assuming, right, we'll redraw the channel accordingly, right, based on the where that pivot is, whenever we get it. Looks like we're going, where are we? 101. Might be here, right? It could stay all in that channel. That would be beautiful. Now, I don't have this pivot yet, right? So I'm waiting for this. But I like that it's all self-contained, right? That's what you want in an impulse. Okay, so can I get that 4, 5 there? Pretty good, right? So it looks like the 4 is in. So after this, whatever the fuck. I have to ask my guys if you can get if I can get that triangle in. I'm not sure I can. Okay, all right, there we go. All right, I gotta stop there, guys. I could go all day, right? Just blessing or a curse, right? Once I get started, I can't stop until I figure them out. Okay, I got one, apparently, oh shit, I gotta remember. There's one that I couldn't get. We're gonna go back and get that one. Other than that, I'm gonna wrap it. Oh fuck. Your CRV, hang on a second. Where's your CRV? Robin, I have CRV here. Shit, I don't know which one is yours, Robin. Oh, is it, oh, there it is, okay. There it is. Okay, I got it. Well, here's CRV right here. I'm going to do this faster, right? Because I saw your post in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Oh, shit. Hang on. Let me pull back here. Rob. See, when I saw Rob Ang, I didn't think Rob in. I thought Rob. Modern Picasso. Oh, right, some old friends. Okay, right. So, all right. Okay, when you look at this, what's the first thing that hits my eye is this. Right, remember, that's all the market does. That's all it ever does, right? Swing, retrace, right? We internal, external. We go external, right? So there's the big 3. Coming off the low, 1, 2, 3, right? And I mean, Rob, you don't need me for that. 1, 2, what else would you call it? Okay, right? Maybe it's ABC, but that's sure that looks impulsive, right? What's the big hurdle that's coming up here? All right, so now we get the channel. Right here, just bring it up. Nice self-contained, right? There's the 4 we're waiting for. Going to have a little challenge to get through the golden, right? But that, and keep in mind, that's not the top. Right? That's the biggie it's got to get through. Do not get to target, right? Just because they're there, they don't always get target. All right, but that was well, you can see it, right? You can see the algo. You can see it. Oh, can't get there. Oh, we're going back up, sweeping those highs. Oh, here we go, right? They don't get to target, right? Promise you, they do not care, right? Whoever's behind it doesn't care, right? Because they'll get this one over here. Okay, I got to call it a day. All right, guys. Thank you to the guys. I'll get them next time. I can't go. I would go further, but I just can't. I just probably bore people. It's too many. Okay, guys. I'm going to wrap it there. I don't know what the hell happened to the screen here, but you guys, I still have RUNE. I'm still looking at RUNE, so hopefully it works. Okay, guys. That's all I got. Reminder: you can always join us in our Discord, right? If you want to post up stuff and during the week. It's free to join us, right? Just put up a post. My other guy, my team will get to it, right? Somebody will respond and give you some ideas if you don't have any, or give you some things to think about, much like I do here. I hate to, be critical of counts, but I just want to give you other things to think about, right? So hopefully you get more value.